Ah. Welcome to the stream. Hey, Rovo. Speak Ukrainian or Russian. Blog ban, delete that. Oh, I got it. Pedophile's back. I'm not. Are you that delusional you think I really live in Rhode Island right now? I mean, are you that fucking stupid that you're gonna keep going down that libel and slander bullshit? I'm genuinely curious about that. And you damn well know I'm in Alamance County, North Carolina. It's not North Carolina, it's Rhode Island. Dumbass. It's Rhode Island. East Providence, Rhode Island. Yep. That's another Matthew Golding. Wait till they find the one that's a ballet dancer. The sad part is the dude's using a Diddy picture. That's the sad part of it all. Dumb in a 10, Alan. We were just in this stream a little bit ago, a few hours ago. Like, what? I don't do drugs. Anyways, blog ban needed. Yes, I'm clearly in a tent, bro. Oh, them ingrown hair. Telling you. Just rude. Oh, wait. My bad, Alan. My bad, I think you're somebody different. My bad, your name's a little off. Your name's a little off from the dude I think I was in here earlier. Or something similar. For what in that? Lagging, Jesus. Yeah, okay. You're a different one, apparently. Not much, Zach. Okay, Aunt Bunny. I guess I appreciate the like. Thank you. And then Lord Alcatraz, how you doing? Yeah, my bad. Someone's name that had a similar name earlier. That's why I was like, well, I could have sworn I banned him first off. And I gotta say, he knew I was on 10. Money, it wasn't an issue. Would I be doing getting my daughter back that I didn't know I had that was kidnapped from me, dude? Oh, yeah, you know, people should donate to the anti-me mugging people fund. Yeah, I was keeping up with politics while I was like walking down the road and eating lunch. And then growing the stream, trying to get more subscribers. So the day I start, when I'm not demonetized, you know, no, I have like 50,000 subscribers at that point. You know what I mean? And I'm making a shit ton more money. So I don't care. Yeah, it's just all the fucking trolls. That's all it is. No, I don't have an alcohol or drug problem. Anyways, I haven't touched a beer today, except for this morning. So when I finished off my 40 ounce from last night. And that was at like 8 o'clock. How do I know it's my daughter? Because when I called it out about that's my daughter, they ran and deleted the video and started running. I just use layers. I hope you understand I was hot as fuck. I just got back from walking like 1.4 miles. It's hot as fuck outside right now. You gotta realize I'm acclimated to it. I'm in the real world. If wars were to break out today, civil or like an invasion, it's not like you can go hide in your house, bro. You have to be outside. Militia or military. The military can handle it. Militia, no. You're not gonna be out here dying. But yeah, if I wanted to though, I could fill something up like this right here with dirt, like a layer of dirt. So that way it insulates it from melting my tent, the dirt layer in here. Otherwise you could just put the fire right in there and it wouldn't fucking matter. Because it's not gonna burn through this. You know, you're not gonna get a hot enough fire to melt this. Because this should be, I hope, a tin can. More than anything. And not just painted coating. Either still, I can still put a fire in here. And just have it like right here at the door or something. And it'll just put in a little bit of heat. If I really wanted to. I was thinking about it last night. I was like, oh, well, I was sitting there smoking a cigarette. I was like, wait, I could fill this up with dirt. And have a little fire in that. Dirt, sand, rocks, you know, stuff to insulate the heat from like, because, you know, the tent's going to be this little nylon shit. So, if it, you know, if you just had the direct fire there, it'd melt it. And I'm not begging. I'm just genuinely curious at a certain point, when are like people going to realize these people have a mental health issue? And I don't mean like, you know, people like, oh yeah, you do, you know, they're gonna be sarcastic. No, these people that keep coming in the stream all day, every day, on the same rhetoric to everyone. Like at a certain point, they got a mental health issue. They don't know how to socialize with human beings. And be respectful no matter who it is. I mean, I could get if you're being a dick to a pedophile, but homie, I ain't a pedophile. I appreciate the $1.99 red hat. No. There's not a lot of good homeless people. I'm the only good homeless person out here, JKD. Last time I checked, I didn't get swept up and washed away with the rest of the homeless when Trump went through all the states, dog. National Guard's already been through here, brother. They probably popped in one troll night just for shits and giggles. Like, look, here's Matt sleeping. Fucking piece of shit. I'm a yeah. Sorry, I got jokes. I'm sorry on that one. No, let's go pay this asshole a visit while we're here. Yeah, I've never been a pedophile. Anyways, I don't know why you said that. Block ban deleted. Why'd I add 21 days? It's not 21. It's 1,221. What bullshit are you on? You had me confused for somebody else, dum-dum. I'm doing my best to stay up, red hat. But yeah, let me block ban delete this person. Garrison, I don't know who that is. Yeah, red hat is better than nothing, man. I appreciate it. Red adds up, man. You know, it's only $1.99, but, 10 more people do that, Starts adding up really quick, so. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, what I was doing earlier there, like I said, I was getting lunch and I was catching up with the news, seeing what's going on in Iran and everything. And, Israel, Syria, and, Ukraine-Russian war is still the way it's going, I know. No, I'm not a pedophile, you dumbass. Dog, I'm in Alamance County, North Carolina. Please keep everyone away from the fucking cesspool of bullshit. I don't know where y'all keep getting this information from, but good God. Please stay away from the cesspool of bullshit. Yes, I will call you a dumbass. Forever and ever. You will always be a dumbass. Forever and ever. A bit of both. It's a mixture. Oh, I'm gonna have to take these shoes off. It's killing my feet. I'm gonna snap my ankle. I swear to God I am. God, my ankle's throbbing. Still throbbing. This is better now. Oh, there we go. It's not like bending my foot up an extra, oh my God. Like my foot can sit flat like this, but when I have that shoe on, it's like cricking it up like that. And instead of being like this, it'll crick it up like that. It's like, oh. Yes and no. I'm slowly but surely cutting through the troll bullshit in reality. They're losing grips. They're losing control. I didn't make a fire yesterday. You saw an old video that you thought was live. Because I was live and it said live on that screen, but that was not my live I was in. That's an old one. But yeah, I was cooking food. I was making wieners. I have taken a shower. Anyways. Block man deleted. Yeah, no, you're good. No, some people think they're tuned in the correct live. Because if I'm live, it'll say live at the picture, but not at the top of the screen. So if you ain't careful, you confuse an old live for being the current live. Because you should see your comments popping up in the live as is. Sometimes the YouTube will glitch out for some reason. I've seen it like when months ago I briefly scrolled through other streamers. I don't know, they'd be live, but like the only way you could comment would be like you were watching the video later in the day. I guess it was a pre-recording or something. Shit glitched out. Oh, now I'm using drugs with my daughter. Now I'm using drugs with my... Okay, now y'all are trolling me. Yeah, scary. I'm live right now. You can smell me through the screen. I think that means you're near me in real life. You need to back up. It's called personal to be. Like, this is just sad. Anyways, block ban deleted. Where am I at? I'm in North Carolina, Alamance County. And then, hey, from North Carolina States, bro. Oh, that's plum done. I couldn't even see the name. Staring in the sunshine. My hair getting in the way now. I can sometimes if it's a windy fucking day. But other than that, no. I can literally, if I really need to, worst case scenario, no bullshit. Albeit I like to wet it. So like my bangs get tucked back, but they're not long enough to stay back there anyways. They'll dry out quick and pop back out anyways, but there we go. Boom. Hair's out of the way. If my hair was wet and all slicked back, it's like, it looks like I got a haircut. I'm not selling drugs, bro. Oh, damn, Chick-fil-A making me fart, boy. Damn. I don't know. Do whatever you want to do. It's your stream. I'm not going to tell you what to fucking do. You know, this is my stream. Don't tell me what to do on my stream. I don't know what to tell you to do on yours, Plum Dumb. The big what? Chris, you're usually a troll. Dude, is that appropriate? Okay, Gary. Crimson Chin. I don't have a Crimson Chin. Crimson Chin has a dimple in their chin. But okay. Block ban deleted. I don't know. Why don't you do something with plumbing? You mean your name was Plumbing? I mean, it's been Plum Dumb. I could have sworn you were like a plumber or some shit. Yeah, I refused a lot like the others. Yeah, Christy, I'm well aware. Give me a minute. Let me put my shoe back on. Nothing's okay. Except my body, because it's hot as fuck out here. Oh, God. I'm gonna have to burn all these beer boxes. I'm gonna have to move them over to the burn pile and burn them. And then I pick up the rest of the beer cans. I'm gonna throw that shit away tonight. When it gets dark, I do not want to walk out of these woods with all that trash. God. I'm telling you, people are gonna see that and be like, dude, that's the entire goddamn brewery, bro. Yes, I'm homeless. I mean, plumbing sucks, yeah, sure, but people need to fix their toiletries and like sinks at their house. That's all I'm trying to say. And if you're actually somebody certified and they got the same sink parts and shit, you know, they can actually do it themselves. You know, that's the tent. But no, I need to move it around. I've been being lazy, but it's an A-frame tarp tent shelter. I'm not trying to get all my trash on camera, so I gotta like be careful with the camera. It's all up in the front. My tent's under this. I need to fix it because this is like where it'll flood in. Like all the water typically will flood in down here, and then it hits my tent and it'll just drip around. I've been being lazy with my tent set up really bad. This tree died. I have a tree bent over, and it is tied to this tree right there. But this is all bent over. And then I got another tree that's bent over from over there, tied over here, tied to this tree. You might see, yeah, it's tied right there. Because originally it was a frame tarp shelter before I had a tent, and you know I have all this space over here, under here, and then whoop, comes around. Because the way you can like anchor it down if you don't have like actual spikes and stuff is literally just take a log like that and roll it on itself. And then you can take rocks and put them here to prevent it rolling, or just take another log and you roll this once and you have the other log and roll it with it. And you can anchor down your shelter pretty good. Besides having it tied off. Where's the swimming pool? Nowhere around. No, the trash ain't bigger than the tent. Cold beer with you. I don't know who the fuck you are, where you're at. I'll have to drop my resume on that dumb piece of shit. Oh, go get a job and then cry. Already been there, had a job while I was streaming. Hilarious. I just didn't stream at work because y'all ain't getting no extra business from my ass. You kiss my ass, boy. Hang your hands and knees and beg. Oh. But, speaking of stuff, while y'all are there, let y'all talk for a bit. I'm gonna do some shit. Nice bag can stay. Might go back right here to this one, to be honest with you. Just slide right back over. Probably the best bet. Alright. Get back in here. Get my trash can too. Oh, I missed the box. Alright, I'm just gonna block ban and delete this Michael guy. How I ended up homeless is in the description of the video. Just stay warm. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I got layers. I mean, I wear this one jacket, I got this jacket, and then I got a hoodie on under all that. I wear thin gloves. I don't do a lot to protect my hands, but I do got actual gloves. They're thin sweats, but nonetheless, I got 2 pairs of sweats. I got a blanket, I got a shower curtain, and then I kind of lay on styrofoam NASA blankets and chart to insulate myself from the ground. Oh. Throwing this all away tonight too. This is bothering me. Call that. And every time I look out my door, I see all this shit. This is ew, it's all wet. Well, you ain't been watching too much then, EGX Savage. Because you would have saw the Israel-Hamas ceasefire. You would have saw Russia want to get reinvigorated in the ceasefire talks. No, you would have seen a lot. You're just a liar. No, I'm not drinking beer. Hey, Coco. I haven't drank beer all day, dum-dums. Except for what you saw this morning, which is just a little bit of that 40 ounce. I shaved it. I shaved it back in November. Where have you been? When it's not there's King Day, and I can apply for free housing. I can tell you right now, my kidneys are loving me today, boy. Oh, I'm telling you. Oh, a break. Not constantly having to digest alcohol. All right, Black man deleted. I appreciate that. I'm gonna fill up another trash bag. So I gotta scrape up all these cigarette butts too. I don't want them sitting out here. Yeah, I should be able to carry all that in one whack. I can get up another bag and get all this shit up. Because I'm gonna move my shelter tomorrow. As long as the rain holds off, I'm gonna move my shelter tomorrow. I mean, I'm not gonna move far. I'm literally gonna move like a couple feet over, but I'm not exactly tweaking, bro. Well, it's dark because I'm in my A-frame tarp shelter right now. Other than that, no, it's bright as fuck out here. I got battery packs. I got battery packs. I don't know what the fuck they honk for in the background at that ironic time. I got battery packs, though. No, I've never been to India. Yeah. It's just because I'm in an A-frame tarp shelter. It'd be looking a little bit darker in here, but like it's slowly, the wind's slowly been knocking it apart. And I've been so lazy not to put it back together. To make it actually set up for winter, it's still set up for summer, bro. If you ever go to my description and like look at the description video of my shelter is still the same layout. It's just there's a tent in the middle. That's it. There's a tent in here. And it's set up for summer. Like, no, I got like a big ass gap by here and a big ass gap behind me. So there's a big old wind tunnel. And like at the end of the day, like you can see the wall of my shelter kind of here. I can flap that up in the summer for better airflow. You know, if it was raining, I'd pull it down so it'd displace the rain and not blow into my shelter. But I have it set up for summer still. It's not set up for winter. If it was in winter, there would be no air. And no, you got to cut all the air out. You don't want to suffocate yourself, but you got to cut all the air out. I drink Natty Daddies. Me, I'm in Alamance County, North Carolina. Yeah, Trump could affect the state of the UK more than he already has. Nothing. I don't use a fire. No, Natty Daddies is the best because they're 8% and you can get a 15 pack for less than $10. Yeah, I'm like 2 hours from Nashville. No, I'm not Chris Farley. I'm just Matthew Neville Golding. Here. I don't know why I got these in. They're not plugged into anything. I was listening to news and shit when I was getting food. Food for the day. I don't care about the taste. I care about getting drunk. I buy alcohol. If I care about the taste of a drink, I'll get like soda or something, water. All be a water, don't have a taste. I'm picking at zits, but okay. That are like caught in my beard hair. No. Seriously, like, no, I got a fucking zit up in my fucking beard here. It's right here. Hold on, I gotta feel it again. Nope, there it is. It's annoying as shit. It was like right there. No, it's a stupid fucking thing ingrown. I will defer you to the description of the video or on the stream, by the way. I don't do meth, bro. You're gonna get block ban deleted. I'm not ginger, dude. I got blonde hair. Jesus fucking Christ. Where the fuck are you getting red hair from? It's goddamn blonde. Ignorant goddamn dumb fuck, bro. I swear to God that shit be pissing me the fuck off. It don't look red. You need to like go to the doctor and get checked for color blindness. I'm gonna tell you now. Block ban delete these idiots. No, it's not strawberry blonde. Block ban deleted. Doing all right. God damn, it's always something with y'all. Holy shit. That's my dad, bro. My dead dad. I decided to put the picture up there as a thumbnail so people see that picture and be like, wait, what? Yep, my dead dad. People impersonating, talking shit on other people's channel, let alone my own. Oh, hell yeah. And for clarification, he was honorably discharged from the military. And he was an immigrant, too. Ironically enough of it all. Why am I doing this? Because I can. Why are you doing this is the better question. There could be something you can do with your life that's way better than whatever the fuck you're doing. Like, Jesus Christ. You're literally worried about people giving me $1, dog. You're worried about billions of people just giving me $1. One goddamn dollar. Homie, why don't you get to the Jeffrey Epstein files? You put more effort into canceling my stream than releasing those files, let alone getting a ceasefire between Hamas and Israel, let alone between Ukraine and Russia. Like, let's use some common sense here and get real. Let's be real. For reals. Like, no, you a bum ass. I have a job. I'm a monetized YouTuber. No, I stick to myself. I'm purposely in a town that has no homeless benefits. I have to go like 10 miles a different direction for homeless benefits. Just to avoid other homeless people, so I'm not out here around drugs and people trying to take my shit. You know, people are more afraid of me than I am them type thing. You know what I mean? You know, oh God, it's a homeless guy, stay away. You know, don't mess with his shit. I might get like hepatitis or something, you know what I'm saying? Plus, like, if another homeless person comes through here, there's nothing to do here, and they'll just shit it on down the road, and they're out of my hair. I don't gotta worry about them. And, like, probably my worst experience is I got really down one day, and I was really drunk, and I was soaking wet from head to toe, because I was busy doing shit, and, like, walking up and down the road, and, like, going to the library and stuff, but I went to bed soaking ass wet that night, and just, it was 33, 34 weather, and I didn't care. My bed was wet and everything. I didn't care if I woke up the next day. Did I eat anything? Yeah. I had a slice of pizza from the gas station, ate that while I was walking down the road, and then got Chick-fil-A. And I got the coupon to get a free chicken sandwich if I do the survey. So that's probably going to be what's for dinner, or lunch or dinner tomorrow. I went to download the app before I bought anything so I could at least get some points. And possibly something free. And then to protect myself, you know, I don't have a gun, but, you know, I got my knives. No, it's not cold right now. It's warm as fuck, bro. It is warm as fuck, dog. Gah. Damn, this thing's rusted bad. I gotta fix this. Oh, it's a piece of cloth. What's the damn? My blade sheet? 45 ACP. I have a decent job and I could get a house. You're just jealous I'm going to be making $20,000 in a month. That's all it is. We've been through this, dog. No, you're just actively stopping me from getting money because you don't want to see me doing more well off than you. That's all it is. I'm telling you right now, we're dealing with a level of jealousy that has been unseen. I mean, dude, cryptozoologists have come out of the woodworks to study this level of jealousy because there must be a jealousy demon running around out here somewhere. Like, it is bad. What music do I like? I listen to anything I like. Unfortunately, I have to give you that cliche answer. Like, I can listen to classical, rock, opera, rap, EDM, jazz. You know, I like what I like. If I like the beat tune or melody to it, I'll listen to it. You are jealous of my tent. I'm going to tell you now. I already know you're jealous of my tent. Got a pretty good idea you've seen this tent somewhere before. Someone's having to bend over and pick up fucking acorns and rocks and sticks at a 90-degree angle. What kind of autism do I have? The same kind you have, Connor. I mean, I could if I wanted to, but I just don't. I don't use a fire. My last name's Golding, not Foreman. I'm not a dumbass. If anyone didn't get that. How do I keep my phone charged? I am an AI robotic synthetic reptilian. My phone charges off the electromagnetic activity in my body, and it's a phone that's coming out in 2035 that's going to charge. Damn it! I can usually get through it without laughing. Damn it. I can't say the rest. I'm not begging. You're the one begging, trying to cancel my stream. Get the fuck out of here. You're begging people to cancel me for no legitimate reason just because you don't like me. And then making up shit and trying to drag down people into it, like your level of negativity and... Yes. Okay, that's where I was going to give you a legitimate answer, but usually I throw that skit out. Because some people will be like, how do you eat or what do you eat? And I go, I'm a plant. I photosynthesize. I don't need food. Block band deleted because you're like relaying like lame ass insults from Lele with my teeth. I told you I'm literally going to the dentist tomorrow. I just recently got approved for Medicaid. So how about you hop the fuck off my dick, you worthless goddamn pieces of shit? Again, go get a life. Seriously. I don't know the best state to be in homeless in. You might want to look that up on the internet with like benefits and like food stamps and like food ready programs. Or restaurant food programs, I think it is, wherever it is. I think it was like RPM. Or no, I think. Where you can actually get hot meals or like out to eat food with your stamp card or food stamp card. You know, looking into all those benefits and housing and like possible transportation and medical. That's probably the best state how you're going to find it that way. Personally, in my opinion, you have to do research. Again, I'm a monetized YouTuber. I want you to smoke a cigarette by yourself. About that. I'll smoke when I want to. No, I know. Die. But at a certain point, these people need to realize I'm going to get money. I have fame. I can easily make connections. And like, no. I'm going to like run up on you with paintball guns and shoot you to death. You're not going to die, but you're just going to get shot to death. Like, no, and I'm going to make content out of it. Be like, ha ha, fucking Joe, it was a joke. Ha ha, 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 ha. Eat shit and die, motherfucker. Now, as soon as you come out of your house, I don't care if you're in a suit, you got to go to an important business meeting. Nope. You're going to get drive-by'd on, boy, by straight paintball guns. That ain't assault. That ain't assault. That's a good use of game mechanics. That's all that is. You won't even know. You won't even know. Well, fuck it. I'll roll up, hood it up. We won't have a license plate on. Gonna shoot you to death with paintball guns. I know. How about neither? Me, I turned 32 in 2025, October. Yes, thank you. The description says 32. At least you read it. Again, it's in the description. Already. Joker vibes, damn. Just because my hair's in a ponytail? I can take it back down. Someone asked if my hair get in the way, and I was like, no, unless it's windy. And then I could just do that and just put it up in the ponytail. Like, no. Because unless I get my bang, like, it's, I don't know, it's weird. Do I drive a truck? Fuck no, I don't have a vehicle. Yeah, Newt. That's why I don't repeat it all the time, and I'm starting to get upset. Dude, I made a short out of it. It takes me 3 minutes to say all that and getting all the minor details in there. It gets ridiculous. No, I'm a monetized YouTuber, man. I should start, I'm going to rewrite my stream guidelines and shit one of these days. And like, I don't know, try to change it up. Even like all my political content I usually say, I'm about to like rework it. So some of the information in it is kind of old. Like my tax plan, like no, they got those years, like back in 2022/2023. I'm more willing. I don't like meth, anyways. Bro, they ain't gonna get Greenland. It's just to fuck with people. I mean, albeit I feel they're serious, but at the same time, they won't get it. Greenland's something you kind of gotta get last, unfortunately. I'm telling you, it's a waste of space. There's nothing there. It's not that they don't have valuable resources and the people of Greenland suck. This is 2025. You don't need that shit. I promise you don't need that shit. and the most northern tips of Canada. I'd be honest with you. You want to get the quickest of the quickest response to something, that's the closest of the closest to Russia. Look on the map. Like, I swear it's like y'all don't look at the map. No, there's a few extra 100 miles there in that little bit of tip above Greenland. No. It's exactly where you want to be. And then guess what? You're not on an island. You have all that unstoppable transportable route on ground to it, nonetheless. Even if you got to improvise. My parents proud? Fuck yeah. Not even asking for money. We're over here talking about Russia right now. Anyways. I have a bicycle. It's just the bolt on it's fucked up. No, not bullshit. My parents are proud. Hey, sorry I'm not your mutinous Barbie doll parents. That's a you problem, not a me problem, bud. No, I am Kurt Cobain's son. Matthew John Golding's son. Senior, by the way. A thumbnail to my YouTube live. No, that's my dad that was in the thumbnail. He's dead. He died back in April 4th, 2020. What was this? Oh. I appreciate the $5 donation. I don't see your name. I'm doing all right, Teller. How you doing? I'm not going to say your real name, but I appreciate the donation. I don't see your real name in the chat, so I try not to say it. Okay. All right, there you are. Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, appreciate it. Appreciate the donation. I'm close to a road. I'm probably like a football field and a half away from like the road and like buildings and apartments and like restaurants and shit like that. When it's winter, everyone can kind of see me. When it's summer, no, you can't see me at all in any way, shape, or form. Farley and Kirk. My name is Matt Full. I'm a motivational speaker. I've heard you've been rolling doobies, not writing papers. It's going to lead you to living in a van down by the river. Dude, again, they're both like, look, mineral-wise, resource-wise, they're great. Can't be beaten, especially like oil and all the natural minerals for everything you need for your technology and every fucking thing else. Can't be beat, possibly, you know, especially in the Middle East. But again, waste of time. Where are you going to hide, brother? It's practically all open sand. Yes, there's mountains and shit. And I've even pointed out, okay, World War III kicks off. Dude, we get the Middle East. What are you going to do in the mountains of Georgia and like Uzbekistan and all that? And India and all that? Trying to get up into Russia and China. No, you're going to hit those mountains that they're going to fortify, and where the fuck are you going? And then even then trying to assault those mountains is going to be fucking suicide. They got the high ground advantage and everything, albeit it's 2026. It's a waste of space. Who fucking cares? It's free range. Yeah, look at them all. Pow, 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 pow. You have to like Waka Flocka. Bang, 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 bang. And trust me, it don't matter where you're shooting, you're hitting somebody. Guarantee goddamn it. Huh? And then I know Greenland has a population of amount of people, but if Greenland were to truly fall in that sense, and even before they get to where Greenland's actually at and like kind of viable, unless they really want to try to suicide run in like that, like, no, I don't have to worry about killing anybody. Like, no, homie, I can drop 50 Moabs right now if I really wanted to. Logistically, you wouldn't do that, but I could drop 50 there and I'm not worried about one collateral damage. No, there's not one innocent life I'm about to harm dropping all this on anyone on Greenland. Because they're over there or they tried to suicide run right into the town. And got sunk along the way. I don't know what to tell you. And even if they do capture the whole town, kill them all, whatever, no. It becomes a new spot of R&D. I've wasted your fucking time trying to supply this island within this death. Like, look, I'll even show you because I got the green screen. Hold on. I don't know why it's lagging. Like, no. Look, I'll even take this down for a minute. Hold on. Like, no. At what point do you think you're going to logistically hold this island when you invade Greenland? It's an island, dude. Look, none of this is connected. This is all like hundreds of miles of waterway. And then you got your UK, you got your fucking Finland, Sweden, and all them right here. Yeah, sure, Russia's over here in the orange. And then you got like, well, no, you're not getting through this to fucking supply this through all this. And that's not counting America's bitch ass all be coming up from over there and like God and all the Atlantic, never mind Canada. And like, I mean, what if you got a fucking naval base down here in Africa? I mean, you still got Europe right here. You kind of have to worry about that area in the south because Russia and China have been developing in Africa. This is the flank where Europe's really got to worry about. It's here. And Italy's not too far away either. One of the two. But either way, if they go Italy, you got the mountains there in Italy. So like, even if all of Italy fell, getting through those mountains ain't going to be easy. I ain't counting fucking Cyprus over here in the middle. Kind of like putting a lock on the fucking Istanbul channel and up into the Black Sea. And then sure, you got South America down over there, but Russia and China have to go past Japan, Taiwan, the Philippines, Australia. Never mind America. And take a long ass way around South America to avoid America unless they want to obviously go through the Panama Canal. Like, at no point is this going to be a viable island. Even for America to logistically. No, this place starts getting invaded. And they cut you off down here and there. How the fuck you getting there? I don't know. They got a land front on Canada here. It'd be Canada first. And then they could kind of just hop over as they kept pushing into Canada. That all the way is hundreds of miles apart. Again, this is all barren. Like, below 50 freezing polar bears out here. Like, no. And in reality, Denmark, you can make literal Arctic trenches, dude, and put a sensor on it. Literally, no, it's like a 30, like you can pretty much go to the rock bed of the snow bed or ground bed of the snow, just dig down and make a big old tunnel straight across. Anything that passes it, no, there's a sensor and camera there to catch it. So even someone's trying to dig a little Arctic tunnel to avoid like heat sensors and shit like that, no. They're eventually going to have to pass this open gap and they're going to get seen. Because they trigger a laser beam that's like going all the way down. And you got multiple layers of that somewhere, like fortified out too. Someone wants to try to dig under the snow to get to you, theoretically speaking. Because you got to remember, Russia and China are not Hamas. They've got a well more equipped and financed military and like geological engineering equipment, by the way. And you got to remember, Hamas, under budgeted as terrorists, built a fucking tunnel under the Suez Canal, mind you. So, for a lot of elements of this war, or like ambitions, in my opinion. Albeit, yes, I mean, I'm not trying to shit on it, like, and then like what the lines are, you got this natural, like, territory here. This is all a death funnel. I mean, look at all the navies you got here. Any naval thing trying to get through this, besides what's already going to be up here, if you were to get your shit pushed in all the way back somehow, this is still going to be a death funnel. And you're still going to, albeit you're losing, you're still going to be winning. Because the amount of shit they're going to be losing the closer they start getting to land and everything. No, it's going to be a problem for them. I'm sure they got some extra things for sure. They've been really fixing their manufacturing capabilities. That's for sure. And then you got to realize that, like, you know, that could possibly lead to like a multi-allied move too. I don't have a picture of the other side for Alaska, but you got to watch out for Alaska too, because Alaska's only 50 miles away from America, or be Russia. And albeit I'm talking about just basic naval operations, that's not getting into your jets and like your artillery and everything else that can hit fucking Greenland. From America, Canada, Europe, and everything else. And albeit Greenland's under attack, you can still launch shit and reach Greenland to kill the enemy in Greenland. Like, sure, would it be nice for people to move so a little bit more stuff there? Yeah, sure. But like, end of the day, bro, it's kind of a waste of time for anyone to invade this. Ugh. I wouldn't be surprised. I told them to put everything there. Everything from intelligence, surveillance, reconnaissance equipment, interceptors, from missiles, jets, drones, early warning systems, whether it be the plane or like sensors and radars. I don't want to get into names and specifics. And secure a transit like line of transportation to there, whether it be nautical, air. You can't exactly walk there, so. But no, wherever the fuck you're supplying, where it's at, gonna be at, you know, that's secure. It doesn't matter what like is about to hit there. It's gonna usually, hopefully, Lord willing, be block ban deleted, and it doesn't hit where it needs to hit. Oh. Just to stir the pot a little bit. I mean, I don't know why, bro. I mean, like, it's a few hundred miles across the Arctic Ocean. Like, trust me, that map's not a real legal representation of the globe. You know, if you were to look at a globe where Greenland is, literally Russia's like right here on the other side. Like, if you were to go in a straight line across Greenland, maybe like, I don't know, it's probably more than a little bit, 200, 300 miles, but, you know, within that few miles, no, you're right in Russia. I can look it up on Google and have the accurate mileage there, but if you're like, if Russia's going to hit Canada, if Russia was going to hit anything, it would be Alaska and Canada, because you could actually get a beachfront at that point. And then, like, when you're supplying a beachfront, you know, it's not an island. I don't know how to explain it. I mean, albeit you still got to get across the ocean. But it's not an island. You actually have everywhere you can go. You don't have to traverse this natural, like, ground barrier or geographic barrier. Well, the map I was on, from like literal like edge of the coast to the edge of the coast, it said 51. It's not far. And homie, I mean, like, I ain't trying to speculate anything, but you're talking about Taiwan being made into the surface of the moon. Trust me, China's got enough shit to kind of make Alaska look like the surface of the moon too, bud. Because allegedly after 72 hours, I don't know how true this statistic is and how much the window's narrowed in this time that's passed, given China's production capabilities. Like, no, America's got 72 hours to defend Taiwan before they're out of ammo and air defenses and missiles. And then they're fucked. And then you're really relying on like electromagnetic weaponry at that point. Even then you jam a missile, it's gonna miss its initial target. It's still veering off and hitting something. You hope it's just something out in the open and no one's there. But no, it could be veering off to a neighborhood near you. No, I believe it. And then you got to realize invading into that's not going to be easy. They got mountains on that side, bro. I mean, don't get me wrong, Alaska's got mountains, but there's other things I want to do Alaska in those mountains, but I'd have to get like a chieftain's approval for sure. Because like I'd like to build military bases in those mountains. Because the mountains of Alaska are like a perfect like gauntlet, bro. You'd be on there on the mountains if they tried to do a beachfront coming into Alaska with those mountains right. No, you got the height advantage of military, like an air base up there, artillery, everything else. That's just going to be fucking shooting fish in a barrel. And then even if they somehow push that far in from like the coast of Alaska on its west, technically going to east side, like no, they're still within a death gauntlet because you got the other mountain set barrier down there with the other bases. Sure, Fairbanks is kind of still there in the middle, but you got the other mountains here with all these military bases here. Yeah, knock yourself out. You're just going to get crossfire the entire time. Trying to get to Canada and keep pushing forward. You're not getting up the mountain or any of this. Because you can actually build a hardened, fortified structure inside of a mountain. Like, no, fuck your hypersonic missile. It's not touching me. You can shoot at me all day. It's going to break on the mountain. If you can even get the trajectory right, starting to get into this terrible, like, environment. I've been pushing on that one for a bit and I just don't like being loud about it. Besides the highway I was trying to build in Alaska, I was really trying to invest in Alaska. Hard. I could give a fuck about Greenland. Greenland's not America first. It's like, no. Alaska. Because anything possibly taking transport from Seattle to like the Prince of Wales Islands in Alaska that are all now connected, taking the highway across the mountain there, connecting all the way up to Kodiak Island. And then eventually that highway split, like before you get to Kodiak Island, the highway splits and it goes off to Anchorage and then like Fairbanks. Maybe not Anchorage-ish. And Anchorage might have to be before just because you don't have to worry about a bridge. You just have to drill through a mountain. But again, I'd have to get in my opinion. I think everybody should see my American ass there, to be honest with you. Because I know we gave a lot of Alaska to like the chieftains and stuff, and they got reservation rights and laws on their land. But there's places in Alaska I'd like to industrialize. I'm not trying to dirty the fucking shit, but you always know how that goes because people are dirty motherfuckers. But at the same time, it's kind of, I'm trying to build where I can there because it's beyond time. It's a frontier, bro. It's not a like metropolis state. It's a frontier. So I was heavily trying to invest in Alaska if I was president. And it kind of addresses the Chinese threat that everyone's interest in the current government is in right now. A little bit. Because other than that, you're relying on Canada if America's defense is their fault. You're relying on Canada hard. Because other than that, you got to go up through Canada or out in the ocean of the Pacific to get up to Alaska. I don't know what your emojis mean. Which, if you have a more secure Alaska, it gets you to fucking Japan a lot easier, South Korea, and like Taiwan, a little bit more secure. All there. Because you got the Bering Strait Islands, too, that you can militarize as well. There were some military bases on there, besides like St. Matthew's Island, I think St. George's Island, too, up there in Alaska, kind of like in between Russia and all them. Because the Bering Strait Islands kind of almost touch Russia as well. That's even closer, albeit it's an island and they have to island hop. I've literally suggested them terraforming this. Like, as they're carving that highway out, all that excess rock, no, you're putting that in near the Prince of Wales Islands to like help close this in a little bit and make a little bridge that boats can still travel through. Because I'm not trying to fuck with Alaska's like fish routes and all that shit with in between the islands. I'm just trying to build a bridge over it. If it wouldn't be some engineering feat and like weak spot, bro, I would suggest building a bridge all the way out from fucking Seattle, out around fucking Canada's fucking economic exclusive zone from the Prince of Wales Islands and fucking connecting it. So we could just bypass Canada. But that would be engineering in itself. Realistically thinking about that one. So like, fuck it, just I said, dude, and I said, fuck it, just Prince of Wales to Kodiak Island. And then like splitting it off. Which is kind of what this picture was about. I can kind of show you. Yes, this is all I do all day, man. I just here to think around. And run the risk of getting my head blown off every day with the shit I say. Give myself Charlie Kirk. I'm gonna make dark jokes about that. Y'all gonna get over that shit. Life's too short to live in fear and anger and be upset at people. It should probably zoom in too much, but yeah, something like this. You got Canada down. Canada's like territorial lines, like right here, and then this is where Alaska is. It's like territorial lines. We kind of like briefly touch Canada, and like all through here. Like this is all kind of Alaska, all through here. On the other side of that, not the line, but the other like this mountainside. And like the mountainside, the mountains I was talking about in the military bases are kind of right up in here. These mountains. And then the other ones are the mountains that are a little bit above here and like that arch all the way over there to Canadian's border and like over here. Because above that, you're going to have, like above that, those mountains, you're going to have like a little bit more land and then it's just like a beachfront. And then of course, all that Alaska is kind of like beachfront open. And then like no matter if somebody was invading from this front, you got these mountains here arched this way, aimed right there. And again, if all this fell, they're in here between this mountain range, and you got Canada, let alone America, able to come up and just while they're getting like shot this way and that way. They're walking right into a crossfire. Like I really wanted to invest in Alaska hard. That's why I keep pushing that shit. Plus there's a lot of natural minerals in here, like gold, cobalt, and all this shit. And any of the excess rock that was formed out of like carving this highway into this mountainside would be used to like terraform like the land bridges. There'd be a bridge there so the boat could still get through because there's a lot of fish in here, I already know. And like, you know, nautical trade and transportation. And it would help shorten the bridge if you were to terraform like land spots. And then you got your Bering Strait Islands that are like down here. Well, more down that way. Excuse me, I'm getting a little too far down. That you can fortify. I don't got them all in this picture, but you can fortify them like on the Bering Strait Islands that I'll go down that way, right there. But that's more your like Arctic. That'd be more of your like Pacific quick reaction force missile people, I guess. That have like an island MOS. I don't know all the correct terms. I know I've been trying to invest hard into Alaska. I could give a fuck about Greenland, personally. Like, I don't want to harm Greenland. I don't wish anything bad on Greenland. I'll be there to defend Greenland. At the same time, I don't give a fuck about Greenland. I'm worried about Alaska, in my opinion. Because you got to worry about possibly 10 million fucking troops coming over there and invading there. Like, homie, we ain't got the ammunition to stop all that. And there ain't enough bears out here to eat them all. Like, and they got guns. So that bear's at a disadvantage. It's just I'm trying to work around all the chieftains and shit. Because, again, there's a bunch of reservation land out there. Because I was also... I want to say I have the picture. I just ain't reposted it in a while. Let me check. I was trying to build, like, a town out here, like, at the top kind of ish of Alaska. I don't know if I have it saved to this phone. It's just something I didn't want to repost because, again, I know I'm having to work around like Indians or / Native American like reservation land. We already did enough to them. I'm not trying to come in and say, hey, give me more of your fucking home. Yeah, I don't think, I didn't save it and copy it over. I might have, it's just later. I'll keep checking my pictures. I don't think so, though. Could have sworn I reposted it like one time. Because it was like some like lake entrance that kind of went into like other ways with like, it's like out in like up near Wayne, I think it was. Unfortunately, I don't think I'd have to go through my fucking Facebook pictures and get it. It's on my other phone. I know that for sure. Yeah, it's not in here. Okay. Oh well. You got more guns, but you ain't got more bullets. And trust me, your gun barrel's gonna explode after 1,000 rounds, usually. It starts to wear and tear. Not too much longer after that. Especially if it's been not even consecutive. And you got some exotic gun, yeah, cool. You don't have an extra barrel to it, nor does the US government or the NATO government. It's not some standard regulated issue piece of equipment they have. So no, whether I'm in Europe, I got ammo. Like, you know, my ammo will go in your gun, your ammo will go in my gun. It's the reason why Russia uses like a 5.43 instead of like a 5.56. So you take their bullets and throw it in your gun. Sure, you could pick up their gun, but their gun's on like the last 10 bullets before the barrel explodes in your hand. You never know. But yeah, I was seriously trying to invest in Alaska. I didn't give a fuck about Greenland, though. Going back to this question asked earlier. I've been pushing on that for a while. Trying to get it. Of excess having to go through Canada, especially with the nautical transport of like goods that we do have going to Alaska. Instead of them having to go to the islands and then go on a boat to the islands or the boat going all the way up somewhere else. Nope. Hit the highway. Instead of going 30 miles an hour, now you're going like 60 possibly. I don't know. It could be more like ice road truckers and it's going to be fun. And then the reason I wanted to build it in the mountain way is just because if something was attacked, you know, this road's going to be wide enough to land a jet off of anyways. And on, as they usually are. But, like, it's a fucking mountainside. It's not exactly going to wash away. I don't know. And technically, if they wanted to make guns, they have more guns than us. You know, if all the technology went out, right? Major solar flare, EMP, we had to start making everything by hand. Trust me, they're still outproducing us. You know, all the robots are out of the picture. They're like, no, we have to make everything by hand. Nope, they're making 5 bullets, 3 bullets to our 1. You got to realize NATO altogether is not even 1 billion people. You're talking about maybe 800 million at best these days. BRICS altogether, you're talking about 5 billion people, bro. I'm not saying all of them may or may not be involved type thing in any hypothetical, not to fear-monger anything, but any hypothetical situation, you're still, it's 3 to 1, still. 3 tanks to 1 you, 3 special forces to 1 you, even if you're special forces, you know, 3 jets to your 1 jet, sure, albeit you got the F-35, it's 3 to 1. And you're out of your missiles now. It's been 3 to 1 the whole fight. Like, no, here comes some more. No, where you going, bud? Oh, sorry. Yeah. The 3 missiles to our 1. You know, sure, it didn't hit its initial target, but no, it veered off and killed a fucking group of soldiers in that base. Or nope, there goes those innocent people. Still 3 to 1. 3 artillery shells to 1. That's why I've been like also pushing for America's military to like down shrink their equipment and like kind of like make Sherman tanks, as I'm going to say this loosely, in the sense of how quick they could get Sherman tanks out, but up to a level of literal like armor carry like protection. Like, no, if I get hit with an artillery shell or something, and it's like it's a fast vehicle, but it's small. I don't know how to explain this. It's like us keep trying to make submarines that have a crew of 500 people. It's just not going to work, bro. We don't got the logistics and like people for that. When you could have a submarine that's like, it only needs a crew of like 150 or 75. You got 75 to 150 extra sailors to play around with. And put them on an aircraft carrier, destroyer, or whatever the fuck you need them on. Or doing. Same with like the destroyers and shit. Instead of needing a crew of 300, 400 people. Like aircraft carrier needs what, 1,000? 2,000? I think the Gerald Ford's like 4,000. No, we don't need them, that shit so big. You could have one small enough that only needs a crew of 500. And then you could have like 20 aircraft carriers. You'd have like twice the shit you have. We're not going to close the population gap. I don't give a fuck if Americans have a bunch of babies right now. It ain't going to happen. Not that those pieces of equipment are useless and shit, but like, you can't really stack your military with that shit. You don't have the sailors or people to put them in. Send the drones. Well, that's a lot of, what is it? Copper fiber cable going around everywhere. Trust me, no. That's the scary part. That's why you're going to start putting like line cutters on your propellers, bro. There's going to be so much copper, like, oh my God. Or carbon fiber cable. Oh, I said copper. From all the tethered drones. And I'm still trying to think of some device how to implicate that and grab a wire and snag it and get it to slice itself. Because other than that, you kind of got to be there and let it fly by and just snip it. I've been trying to think of something that would be like a good like barricade that would catch it, but it's not like too impeding, but kind of impeding, and like I don't know. And like being logistically reasonable, because I mean, if you built that across a whole farm field, you know what I mean? It's just like a literal like high school track like kind of thing. You high jump bar. I don't want to say high jump bar, but the fuck. Oh my God, I should know the name to it. It's one of the ones you run over when you like are doing like a relay. I forgot the fucking name to them. The ones you hop over. But like, anyways, where I'm going at with it is, it's just like something like that, easily deployable, that literally has like a V-shape hook on it. Where if a wire were to get anywhere in this V, it's going to snag and like slice it. Especially if the drone tries to turn left, it'll like slice itself in this V, like a shark mouth bar that you could put across the whole fucking farm field and really not fuck up the farm. But if a drone flying over with a carbon fiber cable, you know, eventually that drone is either going to go too far, and then eventually that line's going to get snagged into it. But it just almost seems impractical to have like that shit through all. But I mean, it's just like, I don't know. Because unless you're there, you got to. And I don't think you want to be running back and forth across the farm field in the open with a drone flying over you. Because there could be another one behind it. Just sitting there having to snip wires all day. No matter which side you're on. That's going to be fun. Because I'm really trying to get peace over there. I'm not trying to escalate. Because Ukraine is going to be Russia, unfortunately. Yeah, I would be doing that more for better content and everything, but the money stopped flowing in. And drastically nosedive. We're not going to really keep a low profile in like a very highly surveillanced area, I'll be honest with you. What was this? DOG threatens to come down hard on protesters who disrupt Minnesota church service. Crack down hard on them all that are acting fucking absurd. Like, bro, there's peaceful protesting, there's being a dickhead. At the end of the day, if you've done nothing wrong and you're getting arrested, who cares? That's a free lawsuit. I'm telling you, just take it. Don't even fight it. Like, bro, just be like, yes. A few weeks from now with my lawyer, after I get out from this, no, $50,000 lawsuit coming my way, baby. Like, you know, it may be more than that. You could probably ask more. The lawyer might be able to get you more. No, just take it. It ain't like you ain't gonna be in there with a bunch of people that, like, weren't on the same message as you. You know what I mean? You're gonna be in one flooded block cell. That's all I know. Well, Marshall, why don't you get to know him? I mean, albeit, yes, they have a piss poor habit. That's not good. No one should condone. I'm sure they don't even condone it. They're just addicted to the shit. As long as they're asking for money and shit and they're just trying to have a casual conversation, who cares? Because they'll always look at you, the one person that never judged them for what they did, and might be the reason they changed their life. Rather than treating them like a piece of shit like everyone else has, and giving them no hope. Versus, wow, there's still nice people out here that aren't complete dickheads. Albeit your interactions are very brief. I'll be honest with you. Because I'm sure they've seen some shit around there if you want to know something. Or here's some stories. I'm sure they got some for you. If you ask. If they don't outright tell you already. And I mean, always use caution. You know what I mean? You never know. They may be mentally unstable. They may be going through withdrawal right now. You know, I'm not saying you go actively engage them, but, you know, they kind of engage you, read the situation. You know, use common sense. Don't be stupid about it. What? Like, even when you have a basic conversation with anyone normal, always, like, keep, like, safety space between you and them. Especially if it's even if it's a stranger. Like, no, I keep a safety distance from people, whether they know it or not. Yeah, I'll shake your hand and shit, but I would, like, take a couple steps back, kind of. I'll kind of engage with you, but I keep my distance just in case. But, like, I really don't no worries. God, Jesus Christ, what's the sacred Bible take care of it for me. Yes, Cosmic. I'll go ahead and tell you. You know, lighting shit on fire, blowing shit up, throwing rocks, obstructing traffic. Like, no. I could have went to the mayor, had a license to be here, and have this entire, like, block shut down so EMS knows and knows how to operate around it. I'm not having to respond to a call, and I can't because, you know, you're a bunch of angry protesters. For all you know, I'm going to save an illegal immigrant's life. You don't fucking know whether or not they're illegal or legal. I'll find that out at the hospital and worry about it then. Let alone go save your grandma or something while you over here in the streets protesting like a jackass. If they didn't do anything wrong, they're going to be getting out within 24 hours. Less than 24 hours. Town. I personally don't care. Get him out. Like, I hate to sound mean. No, man, they ain't supposed to be here. Man, I'm left to here. This is nappy. Hold up. Hold up. Oh, ankle. Can't believe I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. That's the wildest part of it all. Oh, God. If it ain't supposed to rain tonight, I might move my tent out for my shelter. Just kind of get it in the spot where it needs to be. This shit set up for tomorrow. Be the fuck honest with you. Overdue. Oh, that's nice cold water on that. Oh, yeah, but done. You are? Why is there only 9 people in here? I had like 50 people in here. Where the fuck did everyone go? Like, why do y'all do this shit every fucking time? It's ridiculous, dude. There's 11 people in here. There's one person talking. And of course, whatever. Dear God, Jesus Christ, let's read the sacred Bible. Like, can my bangs grow a little bit longer so I can put them all back in a ponytail? I mean, I've been eating protein on protein too, boy. Talking about I've like eaten probably like 10 Chapani yogurts that have 20 grams of protein in each. Oh, there's 2 people talking. There's Turtles, and there's Michael that's said something in the chat. Turtles in the chat. Sick drinking OSHA tea? I feel fantastic, albeit I haven't had a beer. I kind of want one, but I kind of don't. I get like these some days. Like, no. Usually I can drink all the time. You know, some days I don't want to touch it. Just too much. My kidney needs a break. And if I do touch it, it's way later in the night. So like my kidney actually does get a break. Sometimes I like give it a day or 2. Yeah, I don't have a problem with it, dude. I can quit shit cold turkey. Cigarettes, it's just getting over that initial hill. Eventually, after several hours, you know, once you go long enough, you'll be like, oh, I want a cigarette, but you just got to remind yourself you've went that long already. Just don't relapse. I'll be honest with you. For the most part, yes. Been a productive day of slowly but surely getting rid of all the cancer culture in my way. Long story short, to be honest with you. Ears itching. The wind hit. I got some water in it. I don't know why they overlocked their car over there. Fine, motherfuckers. I mean, I'm still 6 feet above ground, Lord willing, so. Too bad. I don't know how to put it. Not in the hospital. I'm still outside. I've ate today. I don't know what to tell you. Sure, I don't have my daughter back. It's coming. Oh, and it's due time. Oh, and it's due time. Handling the trials and tribulations of the day. The sun makes my jacket look like a completely different color. It's so hilarious. Almost kind of makes it blend in with this camo jacket, dude. Now, unless they go by backfire or they set their car alarm off in the middle of the night. I'm not the one they got to worry about when that goes down. No, you got neighbors. I ain't doing that shit. They act like I'm over there with a car purposely setting it off to piss them off. No. I mean, yes and no, bro. Not really. I'll go ahead and tell you now. Bro, I've been out here through tropical depressions, through Category 5 hurricanes, polar vortexes as low as -30, no fire, and then heat waves that were like 103 to 110 all week and month. Like, no, it's terrible. It's not that hard, but it's not fun. I'll go ahead and tell you now. It's not terrible, but it's not fun. Because I'll be out here, like I was out here a couple weeks ago. I think it was back in December, maybe. It was technically 22 degrees outside, but there was a 20-mile-an-hour wind, and it made it 2 degrees, technically. Or made it feel like 2. And people are like, what's the temperature out there? And I'm like, it feels like 40. I looked at the weather later that night, so I was just curious. No, 2 degrees. I was like, oh, dude, I look so weird. Albeit I might get one beer tonight, though, just for my teeth. I'll be honest with you. I might be able to get away with tonight, but tomorrow, no, I'll definitely have to at least drink one. Just for my teeth. Well, actually, no, I go to the dentist tomorrow. I don't know. I could get them cut out or pulled out tomorrow. It won't matter. Even then, it probably would hurt to drink alcohol and numb my mouth after going out of surgery. Possibly, I don't know. I have an appointment tomorrow, though, to get this shit fixed. I'm tired of having these abscess infections. Yes, my jacket is black. It's just because it's in the direct sunshine. See? It's black. No, I know, that's what I'm saying. It blends in with this one. A little bit. Don't worry, I'm going to fix my shelter. I'm pretty much going to move back to my old spot. But I'm going to turn everything around so I can see the sunrise. And I can see the sunset out the back side of my tent. Because my back side of my tent's got a window. So I'll still be able to see the sunset if I just turn it around. If I want to sleep that way. But like in the morning, no, I kind of miss my sunrise. Yep. Dude, even my mother, who's given birth to children, says it's toothache's worse than like childbirth. That and like kidney stones are worse than childbirth. And it's coming from a woman. And you know, women got a higher pain tolerance than men usually on average, ironically enough. Yeah, well, a little wooded area. I'm close to shit, but I'm far off enough. Like, people can't hear me right now at my decibel I'm talking. You know, if it started getting up here a little bit, maybe if they're outside. But, like, in their houses and shit, no. I'm in a city. It's not like I'm, like, hundreds of miles out in the woods trying to survive. Like, I'm some bushman. Could I do it? Yes. Do I want to do that? No. I'm trying to be a civilized member of society, but people keep getting this backwards. We got 13 people in here. 3 people are talking. Well, 2 are now. Why'd I move here? It was like, because literally, albeit it's winter right now, you can easily see me in winter because there's no leaves and foliage. But like, no, I'm not that far in, and like, you cannot see me when it's summer out here and all the leaves are up and everything. No, you can't see shit in here. I can see out. You can't see in. Trust me, I've checked both ways. What's the temp? probably like high 30s, like low 40s or high 30s right now. And then I moved to this spot because I had to think of another spot to sleep. So I got kind of moved out of one of the spots I was at. And thankfully I did move. Because if not, dude, a black bear came in and was kind of in the old camping spot I was at. Well, if you hide in the shade and don't move until nighttime, Corey, you're kind of good. Albeit it's still hot as fuck at night. It's just a lot better to move at night, though. And when there's a nice breeze, oh my God. Like, there's nothing wrong with summer nights sometimes. The bugs and shit suck, but like, I don't know. Sometimes you can get a night where it's just right. The mosquitoes ain't too bad or something. And it's just a nice, cool summer, spring day. I mean, it's like warm, but it's not too cold. I'm not a big golfing fan, but like it's golfing weather or like, lake weather. It's just, you gotta watch out for the mosquitoes. They're usually everywhere. It snowed here for probably an hour maybe, and then died off and then melted away. And then it got cold enough to where it wasn't going to melt anymore, and then it melted all the way by the morning. Or like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, it was all gone. No. Nope. Unfortunately. The bus routes almost get to a watering hole I like to go to cool off at. That's beautiful. I took a lot of pictures at. I even had like the mustache of justice there. I was going, like, when I shaved, I was going to do that, but bro, like, shaving all that fucking hair off was a challenge. Homie, even with a 5-bladed razor, I'm telling you, like, 1, 2, it's clogged. I gotta, like, unclog it. It took a while. And that was after, like, scissoring it all down. It took a while to cut off. And honest to God, I kind of said to myself, never again. I mean, I might grow it out that long one more time, but, like, never again. I've done it before, but I'm never growing it out that long. That was 3 years. My hair is like the only thing I'm just going to grow out and not cut, personally, in my opinion. I've always wanted long hair. This ain't her channel, bro. Anyways, block ban deleted. This is my Matthew Neville Golding's channel, not hers. And her dreams. So whatever you're doing, why I only got 12 viewers in here, no, she's got 10, no, she don't got 10 days. I'll go ahead and tell you now. If 10 days go by, it's just more prison time for her. Like, you're just like trying to force demands on me now. Like, no, terrorism. You're going to prison. I'll go ahead and tell you now, you're going to prison. Like, I'm legitimately going to press charges on you. Like, I'm not bullshitting. I'm just letting you incriminate yourself more and more and more and more and more. And the worst part is you're going to go to prison and lose your kids. That's the worst part. And the sad part, you're going to lose your house. You're going to come out homeless too. It's going to suck to be you. Because I'm going to make sure they seize and freeze your assets so you can't serve your time. I'll go ahead and tell you now, because it was illegal to obtain funding to begin with. That was stolen from me and theft. Like, no, you're pretty much going away for life. I'll go ahead and tell you now. You're going away for life, bro. Should have thought about what you did before you did what you did. You're going away for life. And no amount of I'm sorry is going to cut it. Because it's kind of out of my hands, a little bit, but legally speaking. Like, no. That'd be me being willfully blind to a crime and not doing anything, and then yada. It's some lady being a troll and is like really actively smear campaigning gas my stream. Long story short, she likes to use my dad's dead picture and his dead veteran's picture, hence why my thumbnail is my dead father. Just so y'all know, that's his real name and I'm his son. You'll see people impersonating me with a different name, let alone him. Oh, bro, libel, slander, theft, obstruction of justice, terrorism. And then I'm pretty sure online prostitution's involved in there, for sure. Bribery, fraud. If I just listed a few things off. I am. Because allegedly there's a video of me trying to sell my kid for drugs. Now they're saying there's a video of me doing drugs with my daughter. And if there is, it's AI generated. I am letting her fuck herself. Long story short, in reality, that's why there's not hundreds of people in here. It's not block ban deleting everybody, because like I'm probably spider webbed off somewhere, and she like streaming me or something. Because allegedly there's this Discord server where everyone talks about me, and I'm like all talked about and like they have everything posted negatively about me in that Discord as well. And then she like literally her and Jessica came back and was like, oh, we've teamed up with Hassan and everything else. And it ain't just like random people saying it. No, they came back on their main account and said it. I'm not a fraud, LOL, Cal. You wish I was. That's the worst part. And like, they've actively doxed me too, as well. Oh yeah, and I can't forget stalking and cyber stalking. Like, yes, I'm out in public. If you're out in public, you only have so much right to privacy. But at a certain point, no, you're stalking. Like, homie, you can't follow me around everywhere, all day, every day. Like, no, that's stalking. That was a quick basketball game. What you mean, like on the fucking console? Because they just walk in the hoop, probably the basketball court, unless we're outside your house. You can't exactly shoot a ball. Or and unfortunately, everyone that's involved with that Discord and everything are kind of an accessory to all that. Wittingly or unwittingly, by the way. Oh, what I was talking about earlier. So, yeah. And at the end of the day, going on there, I'm not letting myself get dragged down to her level. I refuse. I'm just going to let God, Jesus Christ, once we're going to sacred Bible, handle my light work. I'll go ahead and tell you now. Nothing important, don't worry about it. Nothing and no one important, I'll be honest with you.